Hey all, Just Jerome here, and today I'll be showing you the ins and outs of my Rivals 2 contest character submission, Celia, the Chi-guided shinobi. Celia is a Caracal ninja once living along the wildlands near the Rock Wall, in a tribe known as the Marigold Clan. The members of this clan studied the arts of Katari and harnessed the power of special trees containing chi-like energy within the forests for self-defense and survival. However, an excavation done by Badger Corp ravaged through Celia's home, resulting in the deaths of many, including her sisters. Now she walks the plains, hoping to find and stop the greedy men who took her life away from her. For her normals, Celia uses a wide variety of swings and slashes with her kunai and scythe, made of special crystals once provided to her people as resources by the same men who ruined their home. She's incredibly slick, agile, and knows how to hurt her opponents whilst keeping a fair distance. For her neutral special, Celia uses the chi-like energy flowing through her to throw out a spiritual kunai from her scythe, launching in front of her with an active hitbox. This hitbox disappears once movement is halted. Tapping the special button will cause it to spin in place, creating a new hitbox. This move is somewhat attack cancelable, meaning you can use it to mix up directional influence and extend your strings after a powerful attack. Holding the special button will cause Celia to go into a focused state. By either tapping a direction, holding a direction, or doing a mix of the two, the kunai will move in one of the 8 cardinal directions of your choosing, up to 3 times. When the kunai is moving, the initial hitbox will return as well. If the kunai is hit whilst moving, then the kunai stops in place and the actions will end. Further interactions with other specials and mechanics based around the central gimmick will be discussed later. For her forward special, Celia will throw out a spirit seed that, once planted, will sprout into a crystallized chi trap. This trap triggers when one of the following occurs: when the opponent is launched into the trap, the opponent runs into the trap, or Celia gets hit into it. The seed is also an active hitbox when it travels in the air, so feel free to try and use it as a combo extender as opposed to a trap. And don't worry, even if it is a trap and it lands in a place you don't like, you can recast it once the cooldown is over. If the seed hits the kunai while it's out and idle, it will launch the seed straight up and come back down, stopping where the kunai was initially, kind of like Maple's Lily. This acts as a different avenue to landing the aerial hitbox. If the trap is already planted and the kunai makes contact, the trap triggers and sends the kunai upward for free extra movement, allowing for 4 movements instead of 3. It should also be noted that hitting someone with the seed when a trap is already active will deactivate the current trap. Be sure to be extra wary of your forward special usage if there's a trap placement you already want to use. For her upward special, Celia launches her signature scythe tied to a rope in one of 8 cardinal directions. Depending on what it hits, different interactions will occur. Hitting an opponent will launch Celia towards them, allowing for combo extensions. Hitting a base form kunai will launch her towards it, and the kunai towards her original position, creating an active hitbox and momentum for both entities. Kinda like using the neutral special to move in the 8 cardinal directions, but instead of that, it just moves back to where Celia was originally. Hitting a kunai in hyper mode, this will be discussed shortly, will cause Celia to move, but the kunai will remain still. Hitting platforms or the stage will cause her to move towards it depending on the direction. Some things of note: hitting walls will renew your double jump, so it might feel a little tricky at first to learn how she recovers, but keeping this in mind will make it a lot easier. It should also be noted that holding the input will allow you to grab shorter plats. The direction and distance that you go will automatically hit higher plats like the top plat of Merchant Port and Fire Capital, but for the shorter platforms, if you hold down the input, it'll allow you to actually hit those platforms if you want that movement. Otherwise, if you tap it, it'll go through them. For her downward special, Celia launches herself forward in an arched kick, kind of like that one ninja from that one game. It's pretty straightforward though, it's an arch kick. If you hit a kunai, you will bounce off of it, having another option for movement. Unlike that one ninja, jumping off it does not renew a hitbox and is solely a movement option. This also applies when an opponent is hit. So you don't actually have the capability to hit somebody again after you use it once. It's either to just get a movement or to hit the opponent. Now for her gimmick. If the opponent is hit with the kunai in any way, a counter is added to the kunai. This can be seen either audibly or visually on the kunai itself once it's idle. Once it hits a counter of 3, pressing the neutral special button again will activate hyper mode. In this mode, you cannot tap or hold like you would normally. Instead, upon tapping the button, it hones in on the opponent for a brief time and acts as an active multi-hit hitbox. Once it lands, it will return to Celia and the counter will go back to 0. It will also disappear upon parry or death. Very important to note, in Hyper Mode, the only way it can move is upon triggering it and it moving towards the opponent. Keep that in mind before you activate it. If it's too late and you're already at 3 ticks, you can always use up special to move it around before triggering. And that's all you need to know for Celia, the Chi-guided shinobi. Have fun experimenting with the interactions between her specials and use her large disjoints and combo tools in order to overwhelm your opponent and win the game. I want to very quickly shout out Dan and the Aether Studios team for hosting an event like this, man. It was one heck of a challenge and experience, and seeing so many fellow artists, old and new, coming together to work at the same time for the same goal was honestly really refreshing and really warmed my heart. I'm so proud to call this my last official character for such an awesome game that I've been working on for so long. And also a huge thank you to Spider-Boy for making the preview, McDucky Potatoes for editing the trailer that you're watching right now, playtesters like Dakota and Ta'en for really helping me polish and refine the character to make her feel a lot better, collaborators and fellow artists like Barcoon and Harbage12 for just incredible feedback and advice throughout the artistic process, Supersonic for literally being the cog in the machine of the algorithms that really brought this character to life. You're also incredibly clutch. Thank you so much. But most importantly, to all of you, you have given me such an incredible home and place to really not only hone in my skill, but have so many incredible memories seeing everybody in person, or just having really late night sessions of playing games, having fun, and you know, the smiles I saw and the laughs I hear on people's faces playing my characters and even playing other characters of people that I care about is such an incredible experience that I'll never want to replace in my life. I'm so grateful for all the moments I've had here. And I genuinely hope this character proves the amount of love, hard work, dedication, and improvement that 5 years of time has made me as a developer. I really hope you all enjoy Celia and have a blessed day. Much love. Peace.